Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is it, finally, the very last look of my series, Making Faces. I picked out my 3 favorite looks, recreated them, and we're finally down to my favorite look. When I turned the page to this, I was just immediately like, ugh, when I love something, I just put my hands down it. And that goes to the beautiful metallic eyes. I love it. Everything about the picture, even just the model's face, is just striking to me. I just love the molten look it has. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The lips are perfect. What more can you ask for? And I love this look. And I mean, honestly, even with the glitter, I might just wear this tomorrow out. It's just that gorgeous. So I hope you guys love it. I love it. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Now, I've already primed my eyes with Urban Decay's eyeshadow primer, and the first thing I'm going to do is apply that beautiful burgundy cream eyeshadow. This is Revlon's Quad Wild Orchid. Beautiful. With my MAC concealer brush. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and try and really get that all the way into that crease. Really get a good amount on. There you go. And then what you're going to do is sort of turn the brush sideways, and you're going to just go ahead and blend that line. Even if you get into the brow area, that's fine. We're going to actually add some definition and depth in there with a darker color. There you go. Now what you're going to do, using the same color, but a very thin concealer brush, eyeshadow brush, you're going to go ahead and get it on the bottom. Just like that. I mean, you can get the entire bottom lip, because this look is very sort of dreamy and ethereal. So you want it to be, you know, just perfect. Next up, what we're going to do is we're going to take our Crown Royal eyeshadow brush, and you can tell that I've been working non-stop. Like, my speech is sort of all slurred now. And we're going to take Sketch right there, beautiful burgundy, and we're not going to take too much of it because the sort of pop that's going to be in this look, you don't want it to be outdone by this darker color, but you do want to add some depth. So go ahead and get that on your brush, and then we're going to go right into that crease, tap it on, and there you go. If you want, you can bring that in here, add some definition into that crease. If you want, you can get it in the center. I mean, you're really just adding some definitions. You can see the difference it made. You can blend out. That'll be fine. And then what we're going to do also is right in there, we're going to take, I believe this is just put on, so take your eyeshadow brush, not that much, and there you go. Just really use it to blend it. It's dark enough that it sort of blends in with that color, but it's not light enough, because really you want the concentration of light in this look to just be right in the center. There you go. And then of course, if you want, you can take your thin eyeshadow brush and do the same down here, just to sort of set it. You don't have to. Depending on how you want it, you can have your eyes either look striking or just sort of weepy. Either or. But because we're recreating this beautiful look and my absolute favorite, this is what we're going to do. Then next up, we will be taking Prunella MAC Eye on your waterline. There you go. Really get it into that corner. And then you're going to really stay on that lash line. You're not going to go too far up. In fact, you probably don't even have to put too much on because you could just take a small brush and sort of smudge it. There you go. Very nice. Now, here comes the best part. We're going to start with the bottom first. And I'm going to be using my NYX cream glitter palettes. There you go. And we're going to be using actually 3 colors. The first one will be this one. This is a very fine copper, and I find that in these palettes, the finer the glitter, the better it is to work with. So we're going to go ahead and use this on the bottom because it actually doesn't have a lot of fallout, which is really good because it's so hard, because it's creamy, it's going to be hard to remove it. And we're going to concentrate on the bottom. Now this is a slight variation from the original look, but again, it's my interpretation. The look was my inspiration, so there you go. And if you want, you can bring that down a bit. As you can see, it's already making a little bit of an impact. And pack it on. Obviously, the more you put on, the more glitter will be shown. There you go. Looks good. You'll see it as we move on. Next up will be this sort of, I would say it's the next shade up from this one. The glitter is contouring shade. As you can see, and I'm using my my e.l.f. concealer brush because it's synthetic and it works really good with this medium. And what I'm going to do is I'm sort of gonna get it in that corner, and you know, you can't really blend these too well. You just sort of have to move it around and get it where you want it to go. And right now it's sort of where it needs to be. I'm satisfied with it because I do want a little bit of that burgundy to show. I don't want to cover it all up. The next step, we're going to use this middle color. This is probably a very neutral gold. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. And that is going to go right here on that center. And as you can see, these glitters, there's no fallout. It's creamy, but it's easy to work with. Again, I put 2 colors on here and they're easy to blend. No problem here. I love these, absolutely love these. And I'm trying to get into that crease a little bit. And with this, as you can see, I'm probably picking up more shadow than glitter. So these work pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and get that in the corners. And I think I'm pretty set. Okay. I think this is very metallic-y, sort of liquid looking. Now next up, because obviously the eyes are dramatic, I do want to do something very striking for my cheeks. So I'm going to use 2 colors. MAC blushes. These are pretty much the only blushes I'll use. MAC Love Crush and Format. I'm going to be doing some layering. I'm going to start with Love Crush, sort of at the apples, and the look like this is somewhat editorial, I guess. Maybe if I use the black liner instead of that prunella. And there you go. I think I might need a little bit more maybe here. There we go. And then we're going to do with our blush brush, same one. And again, for myself, I usually just whatever, keep the same one. To sort of get rid of those harsh lines, we're going to go top and we're going to go bottom, and we're just going to blend them in together. I did this a couple years ago. I don't know if I saw someone do it, but I've always I like this technique, so I use it often. Get up in those temples, and as you see, it creates a really, really cool look. As for the lips, we're going to be doing something somewhat nude, but again, red browns we're going to stay in. We're going to use Teddy, no lip liner. It's not necessary. If you want, you can, but if not, we're going to use Teddy MAC lipstick. I used it in my first video. This is nude for me, so any nude lipstick will work for you. And I don't want to do much because, again, the eyes and even the cheeks are heavy, so you want to not do too much. MAC Lip Gloss Sable. I love this color. It has that hint of red in it that is just so sexy.